Oh, it's Monday, y'all, and we are heading back to the buffet of Indian cinema, and we are checking out Raja the Great from 2017. Now, don't run off. Don't run off. Trust me on this. This is going to be amazing. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey, Squeaky. I think for today's show we should talk about yesterday. No, I don't mean talk about She-Hulk more. Gross. Good grief. Happy Monday. I hope your weekend has gone well and you're ready for this wonderful new week to start and you're ready to watch some good entertainment. So like and subscribe if you haven't already. You guys, there's a whole group of y'all that is not subscribed. Hey, click that button. Hit that bell. You don't want to miss any of our videos. Trust me. In the description down below are links to all our stuff. If they're not there, thenerdyronin.com is the place to be. Alright, so interestingly enough, Jawan was the first Indian movie from last week that I got to see in the theater, and it's off the theater now because, Indian movies, at least where I'm at, they don't last long in the theater. But that's okay. I got good news for you real quick before we get to today's review. Real quick, I want you to understand, Jawan has made so much money so far, theatrically, that it's just blowing up. Financially speaking, it is a blockbuster. And so much so that Netflix has bought the streaming rights for an unimaginable amount of money. So if you have not got, if it's off the theater and you did not get to go see it at the theater, do not worry. Very soon it will be streaming on Netflix. And as much as I despise Netflix, that is a great thing because more people need to see Jawan. Indian cinema is slowly pulling ahead. It may not even be slowly. It's pulling ahead because they're putting out quality products with no messaging just to entertain, which is something Hollywood isn't doing right now because everybody's on strike. So, so make sure you keep an eye out for that if you did not get to see it in the theater. If it's still in the theater where you live, go see it today, but after this video. Alright, just thought I'd give you a heads up. Alright, today we're talking about Raja the Great, 2017. It's not rated, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Now look, every single Indian cinema piece that I've seen, like the base model, is 2.5 hours. And it is true, watching them, that they could be shorter. But unlike our entertainment in America, you don't mind the time that it, like the extra time in the cinema or watching these movies. There's no dead spots. There's no bore. Like, you don't get sleepy. Like, it's just world building and music and fun. It just is like, it's fantastic. So don't be scared of the 2 hours and 29 minutes or the 3 hour long Indian movie that you're looking at. Just start it, watch it. This movie, speaking of that, you can watch on Amazon Prime right now. Raja, a blind but intelligent man, is assigned to protect a police officer's daughter from a goon who wants to kill her. Not just a goon, like 175 of them. Directed by Anil Rebapudi, written by Amar Babaria and Anil Rebapudi. starring Robbie Teja, Marine Perzada, Vivian Bettina. There you go. That's as close as I can get it. All right. Now, some of my dear viewers here are going to be aware of who Zatoichi is. All right, like from the blind, like samurai or masseuse or what, however you want to describe it. Also, Rutger Hauer did an Americanized version of this called Blind Fury. The main character in this movie, Raja, is blind, but he's not weak. He has spent most of his life training, and he uses a sword, he uses his cane. He is just pretty fantastic, and it's an odd mix, because like when the movie starts out, it's very dark, like some really bad things are happening, and then when you're introduced to Raja the Great, well, it's quite comedic, like it's played for comic effect. His character is kind of bumbling and funny, and there's a huge amount of comedy throughout this movie. But when it's time to get serious, it gets serious. So it's very weird trying, like you when it starts out it's dark, and then in the middle it's comedy, and then it's dark, and it's comedy, and it's dark, and you're just like, you're just thrown for a loop. If you're expecting a comedy movie, that's not what it is. If you're expecting a straight action movie, it's not what it is. And it's a very unique take on a comedy action movie. It's a back and forth that works. Now, is it perfect? No. Some of the, like, generally speaking, watching an Indian movie, the fight scenes, regardless of whether it's Bollywood or Tollywood, the fight scenes are fantastic, and they look good. The hits look real. They don't look like misses. In this movie, there are quite a few misses. I'm not saying the fight is bad. The fight looks fantastic, but the camera angle was a tad off, and you can see that they didn't actually hit each other. It's just, like, if I'm being a stickler, there was some misses as far as during the fighting that were distracting. But between the action and the comedy, the way it's melded together, this movie is such a fun watch. And you want to see what happens next. You're on the edge of your seat, and you're laughing, and you're crying, and you're with the characters, the world building, the character building. It's all so done so well that you can't get enough of it. And it makes this movie a delight to watch. For the record, I would watch this movie again. And I have told Bushido Blues he needs to watch this movie. So if he does, maybe he'll review it. I don't know. Because this movie is definitely like a love letter to Zatoichi. Or Blind Fury. You know, that genre of the blind swordsman. It's been done quite a few times in different forms of cinema, and it always is, when done correctly, it's a delight. So this movie is fantastic, and you should start your week off by watching this movie. You can watch it on Prime. You don't want to miss this one. It's a good one. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get my week going. I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks again for being here. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you, new and old subscribers alike. And we'll be back on Wednesday, for sure. So for Michael the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd, we'll see you then.